We're Real Talk Live Sports, aka the Ghetto Stephen Nate, man, and you already know, man, we back at it. And Talk Nation salute, welcome back, everybody. Looking super explosive, true champion. Keep supporting me because I fight for y'all with a supreme ass whooping. Talk Nation, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Real Talk Live Sports, aka the Ghetto Stephen Nate, man, and you already know, we back at it. I told you guys a long time ago when Mike Tyson and Roy Jones was fighting and debuting on Triller. I told you guys, keep an eye out for Triller. They trying to sneak into the back door of boxing. And look what happened. After the success of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones exhibition, which was super explosive for these two fantastic, legendary Hall of Fame fighters, I told you things were going to be different. Then you started to see the Tiafimos of the game. You know what I mean? Switching over, doing business with Triller. Now, Talk Nation, you have Triller Fight Club that is hosted and represented by none other than Snoop Deal Double G. Shout out to my man Snoop. You dig what I'm saying? We got stay tuned, man. While y'all at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because speaking about Snoop and speaking about weed, there was just a very interesting development that has just been approved by the Nevada, you know what I'm saying, State Commission. But we gonna get into that on another video. Make sure that y'all subscribe so y'all can get that video, you know what I'm saying, when it comes out. But De La Hoya, he's going to be fighting Vitor, you know what I mean, Belfort for his quote-unquote comeback fight. This is going to be an exhibition, you know what I mean? They're using 12-ounce gloves. But Vitor, you know what I mean, he was a middleweight, also heavyweight in MMA. So this is, as far as weight class, this is a step up for Oscar. But you know, even though he's in shape and getting in shape, especially fighting shape, you hear him talking about, you know what I mean, jab has never felt better. I guess it's because he hasn't used it in about 15 years, you know what I mean, as he stipulated, you know what I'm saying, which could be very true. But at the same time, he's fighting a ex-MMA, you know what I'm saying, legend. But at the same time, man, Vitor is still a legend, and he still is a fighter. Now, he was supposed to fight, this is Vitor Belfort, that is. He was supposed to fight, actually, Hall of Famer Evander Holyfield. But the onset of the pandemic, that threw everybody's plans in the trash. You know what I mean? So that fight, along with other fights and other activities, fell to the wayside because of the COVID pandemic. You have seen what have just happened recently with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, that fight being postponed until September 11th, if I'm not mistaken, due to Teofimo, coming down with COVID-19. But then they showed pictures of him in Italy, you know what I'm saying, on vacation. I said it a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing in your regular life, and then you come down with COVID, man, you know what I'm saying, automatically it puts you on covation. So Teofimo Lopez, theoretically, he's on covation. So if he's on covation in Italy, end of the day, more power to him. You know what I'm saying? I lie to you not. I'd rather be on covation in Italy than at home or, God forbid, in a hospital or anywhere else. So if that's where he chooses, you know what I'm saying, to be on covation with his family, then more power to him. You know what I mean? A lot of people gave Ryan Garcia also a lot of flack because he said he was going through his situation. Then you've seen shots of him somewhere, you know what I mean, somewhere, you know what I mean, sunny, with flip-flops on, living his best life. End of the day, man, if you're dealing with something that doesn't have you bedridden and in the hospital or you have to be in your bed, then the fact that you are still out enjoying your life, your time with your wife, girlfriend, fiance, family, whatever, then more power to you. I mean, I would never hate or talk about somebody in the way of them being on quote-unquote vacation is a bad thing. Shit, I need a vacation. But Oscar De La Hoya, one of the best fighters of all time. Hasn't fought since Manny Pacquiao retired him all those years ago. But he's stepping back in the ring. But we're about to wrap this up. But long story short, the thing about Oscar De La Hoya, Talk Nation, is he wants to fight Vitor, then possibly one more fight, possibly an MMA. Then he said he wants to have an official, established boxing fight. And the two opponents that he named was none other than Floyd Money Mayweather. And this is the part that messed me up. He mentioned Canelo Alvarez. Are you serious? Floyd, I get that. Even though Floyd ain't the same Floyd that he was, he showed that in the Paul fight. Floyd, he just don't have the gas for it no more. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, Floyd probably didn't train 100%, you know what I mean? Because he knew going into that fight, he knew what he had to do. He knew what he didn't have to do. Long story short. When he fought Conor McGregor, Floyd trained for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because say what you want, Conor McGregor, pound for pound, is one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I mean? Declassifying boxing, but just as a fighter, Conor McGregor is one of the best in the world, period. So Floyd Mayweather stepped up and he trained for that fight. Got paid for that fight. The Paul fight, you seen Floyd in the gym working the pads, doing a little bit of road work, doing this, doing that, a little bit of the third. But at the same time, Floyd didn't get that fight 100% because he didn't have to. Maybe that's why he looked the way that he looked, you know what I'm saying? But Floyd, he didn't have much in the gas tank, you know what I'm saying? You seen him gassing out throughout the fight. And the one thing that you have to give the Paul, you know what I'm saying, both brothers actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though they are doing what they doing in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Like, both brothers seem to enjoy the sport. You know what I mean? They have trained very hard for, quote unquote, the events that they had to train and prepare for. So I respect that. And you also hear fighters talking about if they put in the work in the gym like any other fighter, then we respect the game. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If you work hard and you put the time in and you put the effort in, then you reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying? But De La Hoya, him fighting Floyd Mayweather, even if Floyd chooses to come back, which I don't think he will, but Oscar De La Hoya fighting Canelo Alvarez, maybe De La Hoya feels some type of way because Canelo won a settlement against, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oscar and them when they was trying to mess with him about that bread. You know what I'm saying? And this is one thing that I don't understand about these promoters, man. Like, your young up-and-coming fighters, you may be able to bully and kind of get the upper hand on these guys, but once you have an established bona fide superstar who is calling the shots now, I mean, it's only so much you want to be able to get away with. You know what I mean? And Canelo wasn't playing with Oscar and them. You know what I mean? He said, y'all want to play? I got money for a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this thing to court. And what happened? They lost. You know what I'm saying? Don't be arrogant, because arrogant is the first sign of defeat. You know what I'm saying? Don't be arrogant. Even if you think that you got your opponent whooped, still be careful. You know what I'm saying? From one soldier to many more out there. But De La Hoya, I don't see him not only facing Canelo, I don't see De La Hoya beating Canelo. You know what I mean? As soon as De La Hoya get caught with one body shot from Canelo, that's it. You know what I'm saying? His whole game plan, his whole everything is going to change. You know what I'm saying? At that particular moment, excuse me. But hypothetically, if De La Hoya has a fight with Canelo and they actually make that fight, Canelo actually accepts that fight, you know what? If De La Hoya is actually telling the truth, I think Canelo will call him out. We'll hold him to it. I think Canelo will actually take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real? You want to fight me? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll beat the hell out of you real quick. You know what I'm saying? That fight will not last 4 rounds. I give De La Hoya that. I ain't gonna say he will get knocked out or stopped in the first round or the second round. I give him at least 4. You know what I mean? I give him at least 4. Because you know the first couple of rounds, because he will be jabbing, and jabbing. He's not going to be mixing it up with Canelo at all. He's at a disadvantage. Speed, power, athleticism, youth, mobility, you know what I'm saying? Timing, craftiness, defense. Canelo, he's on another level. It's a reason why he's the best fighter in the game today. That's not by mistake. You know what I mean? So if it's just publicity, De La Hoya saying Canelo's name, I get it. But if he thinks that he is going to fight Canelo Alvarez and come out the winner, I'm sorry. And you guys know I love and respect and always give credit to my underdogs. But De La Hoya, if he fought Canelo Alvarez and actually beat Canelo Alvarez, I'll have to reevaluate some things in life, because I totally don't see that fight coming. And on that note, Talk Nation, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back, check your boy out on the next one. Stand up. Peace.